problem with steroids, and certainly at the beginning, as a teenager, is people don't really know, and so potentially as a parent, why would you know anything about steroids? So it's more a case of what needs to probably potentially happen. Experienced this, seen this, is that your son needs to be educated about what they do, why they're not great, but not from the aspect of, oh, they're terrible, don't do them, but I'm sure he's very intelligent. Give him the right information, he'll understand, be able to make his own choice, but that's not the right attitude for him to go through. For example, he will never actually, we believe, reach his physical peak if he takes steroids now. He will never, because he will never know what he needs to do to eat, to train, what his body can handle naturally to be able to get as much from his body as he possibly can. And the thing is, he's theoretically, even if he took steroids and he's 18, he's not going to be able to take them for the rest of his life because, his organs would not be able to take it for that long. So he will never actually be able to know that actually I can only really train hard 5 days out of the week. I can only train hard 4 days out of the week because I can't eat enough to be able to recover my body, because every single body is different. So, for example, our growth spurt, I don't think we ever really had one.
Still waiting.
Growth spurt didn't really happen until I think we were like 17. And so I guess in this day and age, everyone's very impatient. They should be, full grown as a man by the age of 14. But that's simply not the case. So we didn't start really building muscle properly until we were 19, 20, I think.
Yeah.
When we were training really hard, eating really well, and then we started to build some muscle.
What Stephen's saying is, he's not saying that they are okay. We're saying, definitely no, do not take them. But you have to be aware that I'm sure a lot of parents here, and we're not harping on, but a lot of parents here have said don't take marijuana to their children, don't smoke to their children, and they have done. Now, the difference between those things and steroids is you smoke. Actually, I've never even tried a cigarette, but you smoke and you get a small whatever you get. Steroids, you get a bit longer lasting effect, and therefore, you're not going to have a young lad take steroids and stop the next day. It's not going to be like that, whereas they could do that with smoking. So it's a much more of a life impact if someone starts taking steroids.
And it will affect them later on as well, very negatively, because it will essentially ramp down their own production of these naturally occurring hormones. But let's try and get across the point is that it's kind of really realising that it's going to impact you physically negatively in the end anyway.